right. Are we good? Are we live? Are we up and running? What's going on, everybody? Elliot here from Movie Files. We haven't done one of these in a minute as far as movies go. We do, occasional TV watch alongs, but we haven't done a movie watch along in a while. And I think it's the perfect time to do one because I don't know, this small independent film that made, a little over $750 million or whatnot, called The Batman, is now streaming on HBO Max. And I am so excited to watch this for the third time. Saw it twice in theaters, and now I'll be watching it in the comfort of my own home. Different setup here. I'm in my living room now. And just chilling because this is a 3-hour film, so I want to be comfortable while watching this with you all. But very excited to be here with you all again. I love the community. I love interacting with you all. I love watching movies, watching shows, talking movies, talking shows with you all. And you all know how I feel about the Batman. If you don't, check out my review on it. We did a live stream on it, and we're back talking about it, doing a watch along with you all tonight. And for you all that do not know, because there are some people out there that don't know exactly what a watch along is, I'm going to explain it to you all that's tuning in, watching this on the replay. I will unfortunately not be playing the film on this screen due to copyright reasons, but the idea is, since it is streaming on HBO Max, I'm going to be watching it on my TV. Hopefully you're watching on your mobile device, computer, laptop, television, and we're going to watch it together, have some movie commentary while we're watching it, discussing pros, cons, thoughts, theories, what we hope to see in the franchise, this, that, and the third, and just having a fun time. The idea of a watch along is like, let's just pretend that you're here and, or you're next to me and I'm in your living room. It might sound a little weird, but we can pretend we're in the theater together, essentially watching this film together. So again, if you're not too familiar with the watch along, the movie will not be on this screen. It will be on your own screen and we'll be watching together. Again, I know some people might know what that means, but you got to sometimes explain it to people. But neither here nor there. Very excited to be with you all tonight watching the Batman. Now, again, this is a 2, 3, almost hour long film. So I'm going to start the movie here in a little bit. Let me actually pull up like a little timer for we can make sure we're on schedule, because I don't want you guys to be here all night with me, even though, we have some good times. But I'm going to start this clock now. So in 10 minutes, we're going to start this film and get things going. But in the meanwhile, we got some people showing some love. We got my man CG in the building before we even started this thing. What's going on, CG? Excited to have you in tonight. Michael saying, not going to lie, a bit disappointed. I assume you're referring to the movie. But if not, let me know what you're disappointed in, Mike. Or if it is the movie, let's discuss it. That's what we're here to do tonight. Talk about this Batman film. We got Jay Manley. What's going on, Jay? Hope you're doing good, my friend. He's saying what's up to everyone. We got Queen Sugar in the building. She's ready. I'm ready. What's going on? How we doing? I'm here. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you. Let's see. I'm using my awesome cousin's account. Well, that's what's up. Cousins showing love. I hope your cousin can watch this with us tonight. I'm getting home now. Hey, take your time, man. We say I got the timer here. We're pointing there. In about 9 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and all press play on HBO Max, or if you have the Blu-ray or digital copy or what have you, we'll be watching it in less than 9 minutes here. So take your time, my friend. Get your snacks ready. I'm gonna just have a little sip of my Batman water here. I'm not gonna be eating on the stream because I don't want to be chopping at the bits while I'm on the mic with you all. So what's going on, Renice? We got my man Tony Movie Chappie in the building. What's going on? Let's see. Stu, are you gonna have 8 times? Yeah, I will. So maybe every 10, 15 minutes or so, I'll pull up, similar time watch that we have on the screen now to let you all know where we're at in the film, as well as those that are watching the replay kind of know where we're at in the film. So I will definitely have that loaded for you, Stu. Let's see. Everyone's saying what's up. I love it. I hate that I got to miss it. Having a sister tonight. Okay, no worries. Hey, that's what the replay is for. So you can definitely watch the replay and maybe join us on the next watch along. Like I said, I do a lot for TV shows, but I'm gonna bring, I might, depending on how well this does, I might bring the movie watch alongs back, because if you all have been following the channel for a while, I used to do watch alongs like every week back in 2020 when we were all stuck at home. Every single week we would do watch alongs for movies, and kind of slowed down on that for a little bit. But hopefully maybe we can bring that back if we can find some more films to discuss and have a good time with. Hey, Ellen, I'm happy I'm going to watch the film with you and the community. Yeah, man, I'm so excited to watch this film with you all again. Get everything set up. Again, this timer that I have on the screen here, there we go. In about 7 minutes and 25 seconds, we'll be all pressing play. I'm going to be watching on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, you can watch it on there as well. Or if you have the digital copy, physical copy, we can all press play and watch this together and kind of commentate, have like a live discussion about the film. And hey, another thing that I actually experimented with a couple weeks ago on a live stream, if you all want, no pressure whatsoever, I can share this stream link with you all. And if you want to get on the actual stream and have like a discussion while we're watching the movie, that's something we can do. Again, if you feel comfortable being on screen, with your face and the camera and the mic and all that stuff, we can have, an open community discussion if you all want to. Again, no pressure at all, but that is open to you all to join if you would like to. Let's see here. Will this be? Yep, it'll be. I'm going to keep the replay, keep this on for those who can watch it on the replay. Tony's saying this is easily my top 3 Batman movies. Oh, we'll get into some rankings. And if you want, Tony, if you're sticking around to the end, share your rankings. I'm curious on what everyone's rankings are. How did I miss this? Well, you're here tonight. If you got 3 hours to spare, we'll be here watching this film in about 6 more minutes. I'm ready for the Batman. Yeah, me too, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. Any new shows you're looking forward to for third, fourth quarter? Fourth quarter. House of Dragons for sure. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I'm very intrigued to see what's going on with Lord of the Rings. What else have we got later this year? She-Hulk, Andor for my Star Wars fans. I'm trying to think, is there any other big stuff? Because a lot of the stuff I'm looking forward to is already either out or coming out in a couple weeks, like Barry's coming back tomorrow. But yeah, those are a couple that I'm looking forward to. Let me know which ones you're excited for this third or fourth quarter. Do I even have HBO? Well, let's see. I'll always have HBO. I'm an HBO fanatic, so I'll always have that in the queue for me. What's in the Batman water? The Batman water it consists of vengeance, revenge, pain and suffering and all the stuff that created Batman. No, it's literally just water. But maybe by the end, 2 hours into the stream, we might have to get something else to drink. But we'll see. Let me get my drink and popcorn for show. Get it all ready, Miss Queen. Hey, what time is it here? There. Well, I'm in the Midwest, so it's 6:09 where I'm at. So yeah, we got my man B Avery in the building. What's up, Brandon? How we doing tonight, man? Like I said, hey B, if you want, man, I can share that link. And if you got time, you don't have to stay the whole time, but if you want to come in and watch along with us, or give your commentary on some of the film, and that invites to everyone. If you guys are interested, I could definitely shoot you the link. But what's going on is my man Brandon from Just My Opinion Reviews. Check out this gentleman's channel. It's incredible, filled with TV reviews, movie reviews. He does a weekly movie roundup show every Sunday that I've been a part of quite a few times, and just a big fan of his work. So definitely check him out if you guys aren't already subscribed, which I'm pretty sure you guys are. You know who B Avery is. What's up, Flo? Hey, so glad to saw this. I appreciate it, Flo. I'm so glad you're able to join us as well. Love this movie. I might text Touch explaining why I love Sir. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. Talk about these scenes. Talk about what really worked, what didn't work, what maybe worked the second, third time that I'm watching this, or maybe didn't work third time watching it. So yeah, this is what tonight's all about. It's to really dive deep into this film and really kind of dissect it with you all. That's what we're here to do, and I'm excited for it. Are you in LA right now? No, I've never been to LA, but that's definitely somewhere I would love to visit. I am in the Midwest in Missouri. Down whatever you got going on. Yes. Let's see here. The opening of the film is we're gonna go. Man, I'm telling you, when we get to that opening, I'm gonna really break it all down because I'm a big fan of that opening as well. Let's see. Yeah, what was your Batman review? Well, it's actually on the channel, Mike. Check it out. I did a spoiler-free review. And then like a couple weeks later, myself and an amazing panel of experts and amazing panel of my a couple of my internet buddies. We did a live stream and kind of talked about the film like for almost 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get like my full thoughts. But tonight, you're gonna get my thoughts as well with tonight's watch along. So, but I'll just to answer your question, I enjoyed it, to say the least. I really did enjoy it. I got my dad the same Batman protein. Oh, see, I've had this thing for a minute. I love it. Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things is coming out. I guess it's not really Q3, but yes, that is coming out next month, actually. Ozark's coming out too, which I'm actually in the process of. I was watching that before I started this live. As far as the last part there, what's going on? DJP. All right. What's going on? What's going on? All right, everybody. So as you can see on the screen here, sorry, we got about 2 more minutes. So in 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and press play. I got my HBO Max queued up, get everything ready to go, and we're gonna get this thing started. Again, I haven't seen the film since I saw it twice. Saw it. I got the opportunity to see it in February. Fortunate enough to get a press screening to see it. Then I saw it again either the opening weekend or the second weekend that it opened, just to revisit it. And I really enjoyed it that second revisit. And now we'll be watching it a third time and seeing if it still kind of holds up, which I think it will. But now that I'm like at home and I got my AirPods in, I can hear all the dialogue. If I missed anything the first couple of times, I can really kind of digest it all, kind of dissect it all with you all tonight. So I'm really excited to revisit this film with you all tonight on tonight's live watch along. Again, we got about a minute and a half left before I'm going to press play and we're going to get tonight started. But just a friendly reminder, this is a watch party. So I won't be putting the movie on the screen because YouTube will go ahead and yank the stream right off because obviously that's copyright. And the whole idea is if you have HBO Max, you're going to press play on your screen. I'm going to press play on mine, and we're going to have, a conversation about the film. We're not going to be talking, continuously throughout the film because, I'm going to watch it and want you to watch it, but we'll highlight some of the big moments. So again, just a friendly reminder, the movie will not be shown on the screen, but instead, hopefully you can watch it on your screen. I'm going to have timestamps on the screen so you can kind of know where we are in the film while we're watching this 3-hour Batman movie. So 43 seconds to go. Very, very excited. Robert Pattinson stars in the dual role of Gotham City's vigilante detective and his alter ego, reclusive billionaire Bruce Wayne. Oh yeah, and I got my 55-inch, 4K Bose surround sound ready to go. I won't be listening to the Bose I had in my ear set, but I'm ready to take this all in. So, all right, we got 14 seconds. Let me go ahead and reset that, and let me get an actual stopwatch on so we can know where we are in the film. Let's see. All right, stopwatch. There we go. All right, so that timer is off. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are about to press play on the Batman. So again, get your snacks, get your batarangs, get all your Batman attire ready to go. I got it queued up, and I am ready to press play. I'm gonna press play. Let me share the screen so you guys can have that in front of you there, and we're gonna get this thing started. All right, so in 10. Well, I don't gotta do 10. That's a long ass countdown, Elliot. We'll do 5 seconds. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Let's go. All right. Now there might be an ad. It's HBO. Okay, which there is. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the ad. All right. So now I got the HBO logo, movie presentation. Of course, if you're watching it on your Blu-ray, then you don't have all that stuff on there. But all right. So here we are. It is started. We are 42 seconds in. So I'm going to wait till it gets to 44, 45 seconds. Let me go ahead and press pause. I'm going to wait till this clock on the screen gets to 46 seconds so you can have it synced up perfectly to where I am. So in about 15 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and press play. All right. I'm so excited to revisit this film. All right. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We sync now. All right. Gucci. I think so. There we go. I keep pressing. There we go. There we go. All right. So the film has begun. The Batman logo is on the screen. Let go. Turn this up a little bit. Where I can hear the Riddler's creepy breathing. It's so funny. I remember seeing this at the theater for the first time. And I don't know if this is me, if you guys do this too, even though they literally showed that this is the Batman. But when this film opened, I almost didn't even know if this is the right film. Like, am I in the right theater? Even though it literally 2 seconds ago says the Batman. I don't know if you guys have ever had that issue where you're like, am I in the right movie? Is this the movie that because I've actually had that happen to me where I actually went into the wrong theater for whatever reason. But yeah, this opening was a little bit caught me off guard for sure. Again, for those that are tuning in and watching the replay, we are, as you can see on the screen now, we are a minute and 50 seconds into the Batman, which I am streaming through HBO Max, and we are about to get introduced to the main villain of the film. So I'm not going to have this timer up the entire time. I'm going to pull it up every 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to remove it here in a couple minutes. Again, for all 35 watching live, I appreciate you. This, Saturday night, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate y'all. If you can, just remember to hit that thumbs up. Keep the conversation flowing tonight's stream. Share the video. If you have anyone else that loves this film or likes to discuss the film, go ahead and share the link. And of course, for all the replay gang out there, appreciate the love. If you can do the same, I'll be greatly appreciative. And again, no pressure, but if anyone wants to join tonight's live stream, like join the actual panel, just shoot me a DM or something on IG or Twitter, and I can share the link with you if you want to be on screen and have a discussion about the film. Just let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. I got this light like right in front of my face. I might have to adjust this camera here. I love this opening, especially being a horror fan. Freaking Riddler creeping behind the mayor. Such a creepy shot. Such a creepy shot. I'm so interested. It says in the corner there, Marconi drug bust. I wonder if Marconi is going to be in the sequel. Gosh, man, the Riddler's such a creep. I love it. I love the creepy little Saw-ish music. All right, so once we get to the 5-minute mark, I'm gonna move that timer off the screen so it's not taking up the whole screen. A villain with glasses. What you say? I got a villain with you. I got. No, I was like, he is a creepy ass villain, man. It's such a great portrayal, in my opinion. And we were. Oh man. What a brutal kill. I wonder if they ever would have went that the whole rated R route, if they would have like showed the bashing of the head. I mean, this is again, being a horror fan, you don't always have to show the grotesque nature of a kill, like to leave it up to your imagination. But I wonder if that was ever on the table, on the cutting room floor, like a more, the brutality of him hitting the mayor over his head over and over and over again. What's going on? All right, let me go ahead and move this timer off the screen. I'll bring it up periodically throughout the stream every 15 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it away now, just so it's not so distracting for me, at least. All right, Tony Movie, if you're still in the chat, this is one of the best openings of not just a comic book movie, but just like of a film to me. I love this opening of the Batman, or going through the crowd and the whole noir monologue here that we get. So dope. God damn, that's so good. And the score kicking in. And I didn't even notice that someone pointed out at the convenience store for all the Robert Pattinson Safdie Brothers fans. It says "Good Time Groceries." and he's wearing the same jacket from Good Times, which is a very great film for if you're still on the fence about Robert Pattinson as an actor. But that was an homage to that film because I think Matt Reeves said that that's how he came across. I think he knew who Robert Pattinson was, but I think when he saw Robert Pattinson in Good Time, he said, "Yeah, that's my Batman there." Like this opening to me is so like when people I don't want to get into what people's dislikes about the film because to each his own, but when people say this doesn't feel like a Batman film, to me, when I think of Batman, I think of the man in the shadow or the being a horror fan, Michael Myers, he's referred to as a shape, Batman being the shadows and him just like the creating that fear of his villains. He, as he says, he can't be everywhere in Gotham, but the idea that he has put in break like put the fear of God in his villains that they think he's literally everywhere in the corners and the shadows. To me, is just like that's Batman. As far as like creating that intimidating factor within his second year as the Batman, to me was just so beautifully executed. But again, like I said, I know some people just didn't, don't vibe with the character or vibe with this interpretation of the character. But I thought it was very well captured by Matt Reeves here, especially in this opening. And Michael Giacchino's score is just fantastic. Fear is a tool. That's Batman. That is Batman. He doesn't have superhuman strength. He doesn't have super abilities. He's not a metahuman. But his superpower is imposing fear on his opponents, as well as his intellect and detective work and all that stuff. And then the score. Dun, 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 dun. Like this, I don't want to be speaking hyperbole, but seriously, it's one of the best openings of any movie. I mean, we're not even, and we still got to see the fight. I love this opening, man. It sets the tone for the entire film. What you all saying in here? Let's see. CG saying the music's great. 100% agree with you. Love the Batman narration. Yes. Horror vibes all day. Love it. Noir vibes for sure. The Batman voice is on fire. Yes. You guys know what's up. You know what's up. I also like the chemistry. Oh, yeah. We're going to get into that at CC when we get Miss Zoe Kravitz's Selena Kyle portrayal, which I was a big fan of. But it's time to watch Batman kick some ass. Again, for those that are watching at home or watching the replay, we are approaching the literally 10 minutes into the film. Literally just hit 10 minutes right now. And we're about to see Batman go to work. And you talk about intros here. The steel-toed boots walking up the stairs slowly. Again, creating like, is this person dressed up? Is it a bat? Is it a Batman? Like literally a bat? Like the idea of these criminals thinking that they've never come across Batman. They don't even know if he's real, if it's a myth, if it's some psycho dressed up in a bat suit. And this is their first time interacting with him. I will be shitting my pants, I'll tell you that. Seeing some dude just walking up to you like this. Come on, man. And we all know this from the trailer. Who the hell are you supposed to be? I'll show you who I am. Hit him with that boom, pop, pop, pop. Two for extra measure. Here it is. I'm vengeance. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. And this to me being a Batman fan, especially from the video game perspective, the Arkham City, Arkham Knight games, just that when you're surrounded by the goons, this to me kind of gives me some of that vibe. It's not as fluid because obviously this is his second year. He's not the martial artist expert that he is in some of the comic book iterations, or especially in that video game. But the fact that he's just taking on these goons, he's kind of reckless, kind of ruthless in this moment, not as strategic as he's gonna be when we see him again. But love it. And I'm just curious for you all watching at home, the kid that, they don't give him a name, but the kid with the half goon face who was trying to get initiated in the gang. I know some people were speculating that we might get him in the future as a Robin, the Boy Wonder. I don't know if that's the case because I know I don't watch Titans, but I know that this actor was I think he plays Tim Drake in the Titans show, but I wonder if he'll ever reappear. And what I love about this scene when the citizen, is like, please don't hurt me. And obviously we're fast forward to the end of the film, but the fact that he wasn't embraced by the community or embraced by the citizens, he just saved him, but he's still fearful of him. And then tie that into the end of the film when he's like the girl that he's saving from the levees breaking and all that, she didn't want to let him go. Just like that arc from where he starts to where he ends. This is a great film in my opinion. I love the arc. And my boy Jimmy Gordon, man, Jeffrey Wright played the hell out of him. Martinez, let him through. You heard of Martinez. And if Jim wasn't there, Batman would have put them paws on him. You just saw that look in Batman's eye, like, bro, you got about 2 seconds to get your hands off me. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. Now, this is, yes, he does play. Yeah, I haven't watched the show, but I heard he is casting the show. Let me know if he's good in that show. It'd be cool if he come back as Robin. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we'll get the Bat Family come the sequel. No one is sure about him at this point. Exactly, Rush. That's the beauty of it all. Like, is this a man that actually dresses up like a bat? Is he a freak? It's just so intimidating. This guy's terrified. We realize in the film's vision is fear. Yeah, it's a great character art. Of the Batman. Possibility. Jeffrey Wright movie would have been so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it isn't. It's incredible. It's incredible. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you all rate Robert Pattinson's Batman voice? Just kind of curious. Because I know a lot of people, like for me, I'm a big Christian Bale fan, but the pretty me, that whole grungy voice on, doesn't always work, but I love the subtleness, the subtlety in his voice and his Batman voice. Let me know how you all would rate that. What's going on, Starlight? How we doing tonight? Chilling with the community, watching some Batman. We're 15 minutes and 37 seconds into the film. If you want to join us tonight and listen, for my deep Batman fans out there, the owl in front of the card, the ciphers in the card, speaks to a larger threat that I think we can see, if not in the next film, maybe by the trilogy, or maybe even explored in the spinoff shows. Yeah, I think you guys know who I'm referring to for all my deep cut fans out there with the Batman lore. Let's just say owls that are in court. I look forward to seeing them. Doom, 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 doom. Love how he talks and swear. Mm-hmm. Give him a 10. Got some 10s in the watch it twice at the movie. Same here. Nice one, Riddler. Boom, boom. 9 did a good job. Jackson, I don't understand the hate Bell. I don't understand all the hate of Bell and the acceptance of Pattinson. Is there hate for Bell? I think the voice thing is obviously like a running joke, but I don't think anyone, to my knowledge, I could be wrong. Obviously, you know Jackson, but I don't think Christian Bell gets hate unless you're referring to like the voice, because the voice is a little bit funny. You gotta admit, brother me, it's a little off, but it was his take on it. Got some 8s, some 9s in here. Doesn't have to force it. Yeah. Oh, you think he was whispering? I mean, he has some moments a little bit later that he kind of invokes a little bit, especially when he's talking to the Riddler in the interrogation scene. He definitely uh, livens up the voice a little bit. Keaton. Keaton was just, in which I have no disrespect to the Keaton, the OG. Did he put on? I haven't seen the original Batman in so long. He didn't really have a voice, right? A little bit. I could when he's like when he picks up the guy, I'm Batman. Yeah, Keaton's voice was nice. I love this shot with the kid looking at Batman and Batman looking at him. Obviously, tying that into, he just lost his dad, and obviously we know Bruce Wayne lost his parents, and just he sees himself in that kid. Which we were talking about that kid at the train station, maybe being a Nightwing of a sort or a Robin. I wonder if they'll ever do anything with that kid, because the kid's in the film like 3 other times. The funeral scene and obviously the last when he's saving him at the dome. So I wonder if the kid's going to play any bigger parts in the sequel. He talks to Alfred. Those Bruce Gears changes. Yeah, very distinctive differences between the two. I love how they incorporated the song to the film, and it's a narrative within the film, which is just not, for the sake of a great song. It actually fits the narrative. Yeah, you know what's up, Rush. Them Court of Owls, they coming. I'm telling you, that is gonna really shake up this this particular interpretation when Bruce finds out about the Court of Owls and the influence they have on Gotham and the government, and the police, and the mob, and his parents, if they go that route, of course. But yeah, I'm really excited to see them. I mean, the seeds have been planted that the Court of Owls has some influence in this narrative. So I'm definitely looking forward to that introduction. Seeing Zach's opinion when we get to there, because it took me and my brother out. Oh, let's hear it, CC. Well, let me know when we get to that point. I'd love to dissect that with you. I miss the owls. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Those owls are coming. Keaton is the GOAT. Keaton's, hey, and we're going to get him back. We'll see if the Flash ever comes out. But even if the Flash never comes out, which I do want to see what they do with that film, even Ezra Miller is just running amok. But even if we don't get that film, we will be seeing Keaton again in Batgirl. So I'm really excited to see Keaton. And I wonder if because I know some things about the Flash and I don't want to spoil, but I'm really excited to see what they do with Keaton in the future of the DC universe. Yeah, he did have a little bit more bass in his voice. I love that technology too that Batman has with his eye contact that records all his movements, all the interactions. So dope. And I can't remember if they ever explicitly say what year this takes place in. Is it 2020 or 2021? Because I remember when the film was like in production, a lot of people were thinking, "Oh, it's going to be in the 80s and the 90s," but obviously, it's they got iPhones and the technology we see. But I'm just so curious to see. Oh, there's Maroney. I didn't even know that they casted him. Well, they can recast Maroney, but I didn't even realize that they actually showed a brief shot of Maroney. And I would really want to get more Maroney in the future. and hopefully, like I said, that little stand-in actor, they cast someone big in the role because Maroney's a pretty big crime boss. Obviously, will tackle Falcone, but Maroney's no one to mess with. And now that we know that, obviously he was put in jail from a corruption, I would imagine Maroney's going to be out of jail by the next one, since the evidence was tampered with. Speaking of introduction of another character here, how did you all feel about Bruce and Alfred's relationship? Because we never see Bruce interact with Batman, or I should say, Alfred interact with Batman. It's always interacting with the human side of Batman, which is obviously Bruce. On the first two viewings, love Andy Serkis, but I just wish there was a little bit more between the two. They make the best out of what they get on the screen, but I just wish it was a little bit more in their relationship. I need to read that prequel book because I'm so curious on what Bruce did prior to becoming Batman. Like, obviously, he's been doing it for 2 years now, but what was he doing prior to 2 years? Was he just literally at home every night, just like watching, I don't know, true crime stories or something? Like, what was he doing before he became Batman? Did he go to school? Did he travel the world? We know that he didn't get trained by the, League of Shadows. Alfred trained him, but I'm just very curious on what Bruce Wayne, who he was before he took on the mantle of Batman. I wonder if that novel that they put out, that comic, if it explains that. Yeah, same here. Feels like a city. Yeah, I love that it's a character, the city of Gotham. Let's see here. Very poetic. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I love the songs. Let me catch up to these comments here. This scene here always cracks me up when it's morning. He has put on the glasses. This again showing he this man does not. He's a fucking vampire, a nocturnal animal, like you said. And I do appreciate that Alfred at least, has that he's pitching in, very similar to I like a working Alfred, a helpful Alfred. Um, Even though Michael Caine, my favorite Alfred, but I like the Jeremy Irons version of Alfred too, like someone that's get his hands dirty, helping out. I'm so happy a different person did to score for the Batman. Yeah, Michael Giacchino is a he's a goat. Well, not the greatest composer, but he is in that conversation with his filmography. Michael Giacchino's scores are always legendary. The bats driving through Wayne Terminal, yeah, nice little attention to detail there. I saw Keaton Batman this morning. Nice. I haven't seen that film in a couple years actually. Let me know in the chat for all my Keaton fans. 89 Batman or Batman Returns, which is your favorite for the Keaton fans out there? Yeah, the high tech is so dope. I can't wait to see the next version, like whatever next technology they use in the sequels. Yeah, everyone loves eye contacts. It's dope. It's really dope. The contact tech is dope. Taking straight out of the comments. Yep. Cut it out, buddy. I'm sorry, my dog's barking in the background. He gets tensed up during these type of films. Nah, he can hear someone walking in the hallway. Oh, here we go. Here's the best joke of the movie. USB port, huh? A thumb drive. The Riddler's he's a funny dude. He's a psycho, funny dude. Thumb drive. Let's see what's going on. What's going on again? Let me pull up the chat here or the stop Thor. Um, let's see. Share the screen. Just so I can let you all know where we are in the film. Something. Here we go. Can I make that smaller? There we go. There we go. Ah, the penguin, Colin Farrell. Whoa, 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 sweetheart. Yeah, come on, buddy. There we go. Time to meet the penguin. I can't wait for that show. I am so excited for that show. The Penguin Show. Whoa, 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 sweetheart. So what they say about you is really true. And I love a little small detail. Each time that he goes to the ice lounge, 3 different times, him as Batman, him as Bruce, and then him as Batman again. And the third time he like sneaks in, like again, he's growing as Batman. All right. Instead of for brute force, like he's learning on the job. I just love that Batman just comes up in the club starting stuff, beating ass, ask questions later. A man of action. Again, for everyone watching at home, we are, that's where we are in the film. So if you're just tuning in, you can catch up, or, you know, if you're watching the replay, you know exactly where we are. While we're in the club at the Ice Lounge Club with the Penguin. I love the color scheming too, all reds and blacks. You know, and red in movies always symbolizes there's trouble coming, and we know there's a trouble knocking in the Batman. He's just so, like, I can't wait to see the next version of this Batman as far as his fighting tactics moving forward, because it's such brute force and just so, like, you know, it's not as strategic as the martial artists. Whoa, 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 take it easy, sweetheart. Looking for me? Colin Farrell is so great. Everything they say you, ain't you? So am I. Oz, how you doing? Ah, man, I love it. I love the accent. I love the mob mindset. I am so excited for his TV show and to dive deep into the depths and the belly of him taking over Gotham in a certain extent with Falcone being off the streets. Come on, man. Whoa, 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 sweetheart. I cannot wait. Let's see. Hopefully more in the sequel. Mm-hmm. There she is. It's okay, baby. I mean, come on. This. Sorry about that. This cast is just fuego. Such a great cast. And what was that drugs that they were pushing out? The drop, was that what they called it? Which I imagine will be something that's going to tie into his series, taking over the drug field in Gotham with the drops, which might have some connections to a Joker out there. Whoa, 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 sweetheart. You guys want more? Yeah, I agree. Their relationship was a disappointment. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. Do you? Let's go. It's a proprietor. people do that. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like I just I can't wait to spend 6, 7 hours in the world of Penguin, of Oz, and how people view him and how they, looked at him as a joke, and now the tables are turned. And oh man. And I'm a big fan of like mob stories, so that's another reason I'm looking forward to it, especially on HBO. Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire. They know what they're doing when they go to mob stories, and I think the guy that did Boardwalk Empire is doing the show, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm always Goodfellas, one of my favorite films of all time. Casino, stuff like that. So I just love those type of stories. All right, now we get to meet Selena. Selena. Yeah, say hi to Thor. He's in the back. I don't know if y'all can see him. He's blurred out. Let me see if I can unblur him. There he is. See his face. Oh, can't see me. That's the little man, the little homie. Who is Pennywise? Reminds me. Pennyworth is his last name. Alfred Pennyworth. But that would be funny if he was Pennywise. All right. So again, we are, for those watching the replay, watching at home, went to the bathroom, got something to drink. We are 33 minutes, 20 seconds into this film. And then in about another 10, 15 minutes, I'll bring the timer back up so you all can know exactly where we are. And also, too, I just figure we have like a intermission when we get to the hour mark, kind of, talk about it as a community, how we all feel about the first hour of the film, where it may have a bit of a lull. Like right now, the first half hour, honestly, the first two acts of me are like really well paced. But we'll check in about the hour mark just to kind of, see how we all feel about this part of the film and get into the second half of the film. And by the way, I don't remember if this was her. I know it was her friend, and she looked out for her, but I couldn't remember if they said they were romantically together, Catwoman and or Selena, and I can't think of the girl's name that went missing. But I couldn't remember if that was a romantic relationship they had. I know she called her baby and all that stuff, but I couldn't remember if that was part of her relationship with the young lady. I love her score too, by the way. Again, Michael Giacchino, I love it. It's the strings, very mysterious Selena in her beginnings of becoming the Catwoman. But I'm really excited to see it. And I can't wait till they announce her show, because she definitely needs a show, especially if she's in Bloodhaven. For all my sweaties out there, my comic book fans, we all know a particular character is known to be in hanging out in Bloodhaven by the name of Nightwing. So I wonder if, since Matt Reeves we were 2 years into Batman, I wonder if Nightwing might have some already, like some early different origin story to his character. And might, Selena might bring a friend over to Gotham for the sequel. That would be pretty cool. Or again, with the TV show, if she gets a TV show, you can have, little Easter eggs being planted there for Nightwing or other characters in Bloodhaven that she can interact with. Let's see. Well, so we got 89 fans. Okay. Only thing I don't dig for this Batman. Yeah, the haircut, I'm right there with you, Silver. It could have been a little more shaved up. But again, he's a recluse. He doesn't go to, I don't know, where white people get their haircut, sports clips or something like that. Or Alfred, I don't know if Alfred doesn't cut him up. Or if that might be an Alfred or Dory. Dory might give him a haircut. I don't know. Batman Returns is my favorite out of all his films. Gotcha. Batman Returns is a lot of fun. That's my favorite Catwoman too, is Michelle Pfeiffer. She almost stole. She did steal the film, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see. So in the Bell's Batman movie, did he create his own stuff first before seeing the Wayne Tech? Yeah, I think it was, he kind of makeshift some stuff. And then obviously we know, what's his name? Morgan Freeman's Lucius Fox started developing all his other tech. And most of the tech was from Lucius. You're pretty good at that. Another great intro, get to meet Selena in her beginning days as Catwoman's another great intro. This movie has some really great intros for sure. Since red was a prominent color in this film, what do you want from the sequel? Personally, read the first and then run roughly quarter miles. I want plain white. Plain white would be cool. Yeah, if we go that route, I know a lot of people, and I would love to see a Annika. That was her name. I would love the whole the blue cues if it is, what's some man's name? Drawing a blank, Mr. Freeze. That would be dope. But yeah, all white, and that would be pretty cool with the quarter vials. That would be really dope. Man, I love her score. It's so like it reminds me kind of like of a Bond score. Very suave, very mysterious, very kind of subtle. Also has a sense of like I said, mystery and just kind of very seductive. I just love the score that Michael Giacchino like perfectly summarized who these characters are in the score. Pomeranian Pekingese is my dog. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Even though they did not. I mean, Andy Serkis in those films were very underused. I'm so mad they killed him off in Black Panther. That was so stupid. But we know there's a multiverse now, so there's a claw somewhere out there that still can make a comeback in the MCU. Which we're talking DC, but I hope, and this goes for DC too. I hope that they don't use the multiverse as like a cop out to just bring people in, bring people out, because then the stakes are just no longer existed if you could just bring people from different universes. But neither here nor there. We're talking to Batman, and there's no multiverse in the Batman that we know of, and I hope they keep it that way. Yeah, you do. He want all that smoke. Yeah, that's the prosthetics. If they don't get a nomination, hell, if they don't. I mean, I know we're still early in this new year, but definitely at least a nomination for the production team for the makeup design for Colin Farrell. Unrecognizable. Yeah. Thumb drive. Yeah, she was great. She's great. Was that Killing of a Sacred Deer? What was if I missed something? She played that guy that wrote Sacred Deer. Did I miss something? Great film. No, here's Creepo. This is the Riddler speaking. I wonder how many people will dress up as the Riddler this year for Halloween. Because it's not that hard of a costume to make. Just a green trash bag. Again, being a Saw, this is like straight out of Saw. This trap here with the mouses. Because he's a rat. And let's be honest, I love when movies, especially comic book movies, like I think of The Dark Knight, and then this, like, they would not be showing this on television. Warning, disturbing images. They would not be showing this clip. Goodbye. What a creep. So that deleted scene with the Joker, which let me know if you guys like that deleted scene. I'm trying to place it. I'm glad that they didn't put it in the film, but I'm trying to place it. I think this is where they would have injected the scene. Because if I'm not mistaken, in that deleted scene, he mentions, I think he gives him the file, and at that point, the mayor and the commissioner was dead. So I think after this, he probably would have paid a visit to the Joker. Which again, let me know if you guys like that scene, which I did. I am so glad it's not in the movie because it would have totally undermined Batman and undermined, he figured everything out in that one conversation for the most part. But let me know if you guys like the scene, and if you're like me, if it would have been in the film, it would have been injected after he had had this conversation with Selena, because he's like trying to obviously profiling another murderer to help him out. You got a lot of cats. See, this film has a little levity. It's not all dark and brooding. Some little, comedic chops in there, Batman. You know, don't quit your bat job. Your night job with the jokes. But Batman can be funny every now and then. Yeah, he definitely. Just thinking of the film, if I was Matt Reeves, they would have put that Joker scene in right before this scene. Got it out there. Thor don't like when people be talking in the hallways. He's the Dark Knight of this complex. Alrighty, so let me pull up the stopwatch here just to let you all know where we're at, where we at, where we at, where we at. All right, let's see. I might be way behind. Let me catch up on these great comments. And again, I appreciate you all watching, all 39 of you watching tonight's live stream. We are 43 minutes and 45 seconds into the Batman, which I'm watching on HBO Max. Tonight's watch party has been a lot of fun so far. Loving the comments, loving the conversations. Let's keep that energy. Let's keep the conversations going. Again, let's talk pros, cons, thoughts, theories, all the stuff that worked, didn't work. And again, for those that are watching, thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Share. And those watching the replay, if you can do the same, it'll be greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's see. Let's see. We got Screen Pop. Hey, I love your Euphoria. Oh, thank you, Screen Pop. I really enjoy covering Euphoria, and can't wait for season 3. I have not, Jay. If I'm being honest, Jay, I haven't really explored a lot of those prior to um, the switch over when they used to have all those shows on the DC app. Penny's Worth, Titans. I do watch Doom Patrol, which I love. Didn't finish the last season. I got to catch up with that, but I heard Penny's Worth is good. I heard it's a really good show. I just never. I don't know. I'm a Batman fan, but like that's one of the reasons I couldn't get into Gotham was because it wasn't like I know later in the season they got more into Batman, but I just couldn't grasp my mind around like a show sitting around. Which I guess I'm contradicting myself because I'm excited about the Penguin, even though I do think the Batman will have like a presence in that show. He'll obviously have been the Batman, like in the Gotham show. He was like a kid, right? Who was barely in it, but either way, to answer your question, I have not seen Pennyworth, but I heard it's good. And I think they have like new seasons out, if I'm not mistaken. Is it me or her in that wig is giving me so much Natalie Portman professional vibes with Leon, the professional? It's giving me a lot of those vibes. I don't know. I might be wrong on that one. More like a, but yeah, and she even said, okay, she did say, and I know that they said that she was by Selena Kyle, but okay, their relationship was more like of a big sister thing because she even says she was a friend. So yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, I would really look forward to that. I would have loved to have seen a scene of Batman bringing all his gear to Selena's house, like in his car. Is it like I would have? I don't know. I would have loved to seen that scene. can, can you help me bring this up the stairs? It's kind of heavy. Like I just would have loved to have seen that. She got that walk, man. She got that catwalk. Zoe really did a good job in this role to me. Like I broke his nose. Yeah, you did. Let's see. Yeah, get those thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Like the idea of Bane too, particularly with Bane using the venom like substance, maybe drops or some type of venom derivative as well. Yeah, and I think I saw it somewhere online that in the the making of this film, they specifically said it was adrenaline, so it wasn't the venom substance that Bane uses to, you know, hulk up, if you want to call it that. So, but I think it's, it can be a nod to it for sure. Mm, mm, mm. Any opinions on the quick change elements of the Batman suit, including just having the suit in his backpack at all times? Any opinions? Yeah, I think it's, again, early days. I think by the next time we see him, it's going to be a little bit more tactical with his suits and how he, carries it around and whatnot. But I like, again, just starting out, still learning from, his early days and obviously growing from that and progressing and becoming the more tactical Batman that we all have come to love over the last 80 years. Bang, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I would like to see Matt Reeves' interpretation of a Bane. And I also would love to see a Dr. Hugo um, make a live action appearance. And it would be great, especially with the whole Arkham series they announced. That would be a great way to introduce Hugo Strange as a doctor that works for Gotham or for Arkham. That would be really dope, actually. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember. So it was referred to as a drop, which I think will be a big presence in the future shows and the future movies. I got into Moon Knight because that's dope, David. That's what's up. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Very excited to talk about this show every week on Wednesdays. Myself, Amanda, and Chris from our Marvel fans out there. I appreciate it, man. She's so good at getting the information. I love this version of Selena. Pull this in a little bit. All right, so we're approaching the hour mark. And once we get to the hour mark, we'll kind of discuss how we're feeling about the film so far. At first, I thought that was what's that actress name? Shailene Woodley. I think that's her name. I thought that was her at first, but it wasn't. But she kind of resembles her a little bit. There he is, Mr. John Turturro. What a year he's had so far with this and Apple TV. If you guys haven't seen Severance, one of the best shows this year. But yeah, John Turturro has always been a legend. But I love these last two roles by him with Falcone and Irving from Severance, which I've seen online of people, for those that have seen Severance, saying that Irving's Audi is actually him as Falcone. Again, if you've seen Severance, you'll get the joke. And we'll obviously get to that. I hope that he didn't die. Like, I know he got shot, but I think he got shot in the shoulder. So I hope they didn't kill off Falcone. because there's so much to explore with Falcone and Marconi. There's so much to explore within that dynamic of the mob underbelly. The tension between Catwoman and Batman and Catwoman too much. Like they sold their chemistry building very well. I agree. They're two uh, people that has experienced trauma, so they have that in common, and they also have different ways of going about justice. Let's see. Oh, I caught you were going to say another movie with Natalie Portman and wore a wig. It was the one when she was a stripper. Yes, that also too reminds me of that. What is the name of that? The film wasn't that great, but yeah, I know what film you're talking about. Good call on that one too. I love how Batman still gets shocked when he finds more corruption. Yeah, I mean, when it goes so deep into the people that run the justice system, from the commissioner, the mayor, the DA, it's just like, damn, what am I even fighting for? Like, I put these people, get these villains off the streets just for them to be, apprehended by criminals. So yeah, it has to be frustrating. Man, pro tip at those at home: always look in your back seat before you get into the car. Let's see. I've always felt that Batman starts carrying utility belt after he meets certain villains, which shows his growth. Yeah, great point, CC. He has to learn to adapt and I got to get this for this. Yeah, yeah, very great call. I like how practical the suit is. Besides the cowl and the cape, it looks very military jumpsuit. Yeah, great observation there, Gary. I can't believe this is on cable. Yeah, I mean, that whole strategy, look, unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunate, because it is a matter of not everyone can see the movies at the theaters, for financial reasons, personal reasons, and whatnot. So it is, and plus the window, I remember growing up, movies like Titanic were in the theater for over a year. Avatar was in the theaters for over 9 months, and obviously as the time has gone by, we had 3-month window for a while, and now we're all the way down to 45 days. So it is pretty crazy. But hey, that's the times we're living in. And then plus, when Warner Brothers have an HBO, it's just another benefit for them. So, but yeah, it is crazy just to think how those windows have shortened. I think he's doing a good job, Falcone. Yeah, he's great. And again, I hope they didn't. I hope they bring him back. I really hope he's not dead. John T in a few projects he was then announced. Amazing. Pick Reasonable. Yeah, he's had some sketchy projects, but he's had a great career. I mean, all the way from his days working with Spike Lee, and it was a show he did a couple years ago. It was actually like 5 years ago. The Night Of, he was great in that. But there were some sketchy projects every now and then. But he's still a fantastic actor. And again, I love this acknowledgement that Batman says, I trust you, Jim. You're not corrupt like your other partners. Closer. Thank you, Ninja. Yep. 45 days later. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the happy medium would be 60 days. Um, but again, I know that it's a completely different landscape with film and streaming, and the streaming wars, which, I mean, a lot of you already probably heard the news of Netflix losing subscribers like left and right. Um, but it's a crowded market right now, and everyone's trying to find the advantage over the next. Yeah, same here. He's done some other projects too, but yeah, that's why I was first introduced to him was in Do the Right Thing. And one of my biggest gripes, because we're about at the, are we an hour? We're close to an hour. So obviously, my biggest gripe when I saw the film, well, not obviously if you didn't watch my review, but I was a little bit underwhelmed by the Bruce Wayne persona or the lack of Bruce Wayne persona. But then the more, I've had multiple conversations on my channel, on other people's channels, and I still would have preferred to see a little bit more of the more attentive version of Bruce Wayne. But that does get me excited for the future of the character, especially after the way this film ends. He's going to have to become Bruce Wayne. He's going to, because obviously just being Batman is not going to get the job done. He's going to have to bump elbows with the rich people. He's going to have to get in those rooms with the corrupt to really kind of get a pulse on things. So I'm really excited to see Robert Pattinson's embracing more of the persona of Bruce Wayne. It doesn't have to be the playboy, sleeping with women, partying every weekend, but it can be a persona where he's more prominent in the community of Gotham, in the city, has a presence. And I'm really excited to see what they do with that version of the character. But again, that was one of my bigger issues with the film. It's just like, man, I would have loved to seen the other side of Bruce. Because to me, Batman and Bruce were the same character in this film. But again, knowing that year two and he hasn't developed the real mask, which is Bruce. He's more embraced the darkness and embraced, the Batman persona. So I'm really excited to see that. Because I mean, look at him. I mean, my man's walking like cameras, like he's just so awkward. And every time he interacts with people as Bruce Wayne, everyone that's not named Alfred is so awkward. He is just so robotic. It's almost like it's foreign to him. Like when he's talking to people, it's like he's an alien. So it'll be really interesting to see that switch in Bruce Wayne. Go that great score again. Which again, for those that are, I think, which is another film that I really enjoy, Christopher Nolan's Tenet. I think Robert Pattinson gave us maybe a taste of what he can look like as a billionaire. He was also it's another movie he did when he was a millionaire. That slipped my mind. So because he has range, he has the range to play that off as far as that persona. So in this scene for my comic book fans, this is straight out of the Long Halloween. As far as this story here of his dad, Bruce's dad, Thomas, being a surgeon and getting a bullet out of him, coming to his front. That's like literally straight out of the Long Halloween. Cosmic, yeah, thank you, CG. That was the film I was referring to. Where he was um, I wasn't a fan of the film per se. I liked his portrayal, but yeah, he was a persona. He was like a rich man. He could pull it off, and also like I said, him as Neil as Tennant, even though he wasn't a billionaire, but like the whole suave persona, he can pull it off. All right, so we had just hit the hour mark. So let me know, all 28 of you all. We're an hour into the film. We're into the second half of the movie. How are we feeling? What are our thoughts, pros, cons, pacing wise? What are some things that aren't working for you? Let me share some of those comments in the chat for me. Now, when I first saw this film, the guy that Bruce is listening to the conversation, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the same goon at the end of the film that was dressed up as one of the Riddler's henchmen who he's like, I'm vengeance. When he had the adrenaline and was beating his face in, that's that same guy, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think they wouldn't just randomly have like him have this scene, and then a random another guy saying that line. I think that's the exact same guy, showing that he's a follower and looking for chaos, and he obviously found that in the Riddler. There's another shot of that kid again, which I wonder if that kid will have any a continuation of his storyline in the future. Which I don't know if they give the kid a name at all. I wonder if he's on IMDb, if he's just like the mayor's kid or something. I'm gonna look it up right quick. Hey, Bruce Wayne, Mr. Wayne. Let me see if the kid has actual name here. It is freezing there. I'm gonna turn this air off here in a bit. Yeah, I'm not seeing the kid on IMDb because I was just curious on if they gave him a name or not. Yeah. Yeah, no luck. Let's see. Let me catch up. And again, we got 28 people watching the live. Can't thank you all enough for tuning in tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you're giving this video a thumbs up. Continuing the conversation, sharing the video if you know anyone that would want to join in the conversation. Of course, if you're watching the replay, if you can do the same, be greatly appreciated. And again, we are an hour and 4 minutes approaching the second half of the film, which is the DA is just crashed a funeral, literally. This, as a Batman fan, this was one of my favorite scenes. Like, how the hell did Batman manage to get past all these cops and enter this church? You know what, Elliot? You know why? Because he's goddamn Batman. That's how. All right, guys, I got to turn this air off before I freeze myself out and become Mr. Freeze. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna keep the movie playing. I'm just gonna turn this air off right quick. So let me pull this up real quick, and I gotta go to the bathroom because it's been drinking my Batman water. So I'll be right back. And we back. And we back. Did not go to the bathroom, just in case you're wondering. Like, damn, did you even wash your hands? Didn't go to the bathroom. Just turned off the air because I was cold. All right. You came. I'm a nobody. Great point, CG. What's going on? I feel like the third act helped introduce the element of the fantastic. So moving forward, you get some more unrealistic. Great point. Yeah. Yeah. I still think they're gonna be very much grounded in reality, but the more fantastical elements of some of the Poison Ivy, Solomon Grundy, if they go that route, definitely kind of opens up that possibility. This guy. I'm sorry, man. When is the Riddler's stand-up comedy special coming out? No one ever got me a chance. With his voice, his black, deep voice, his spaz outs. Yeah, I'm currently not going to theaters. Yeah, it's like I said, it's beneficial to a lot of people out there. Yeah. Used to go to the theaters 2 times a week many years, but now yeah, it's crazy. Like I'm I used to just like you. I used to be in the theater every week, but only time I go to the theater now is when I get press screenings, and then occasionally a film like this and The Northman I've seen a couple times. But yeah, it's a much different than my. I don't even have my AMC A list card anymore. Because I don't go to the theater as often. So yeah, it's crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, Jay. I saw it in IMAX the second time, and it is like you said, man. It is thinking this. Don't not lie. What is the price for your blind eye? Don't lose your head. This guy. Let's riddle. Long Halloween movies are really good. Part one, I wasn't a big fan of. Part two, I loved, but part one was a little. I wasn't the biggest fan. The end of part one was good, but the lead up was was not all that interesting to me. But the second part I really enjoyed, especially with um the Scarecrow and all them. All right, got a question. Between him being knocked out by this explosion, which why did he survive the explosion? Because he's Batman. But him being knocked out to him being taken to the precinct, they didn't want to take off his mask between now and then. But this piercing noise hurt my ear. Very curious on that. I'm wondering why no one would have tried to take off his mask on their way to the precinct. I assume Gordon was like, he's coming with me. Don't worry about it. But I'm just very curious on that. I mean, obviously they're trying to take it off now, but oh, this is one of my favorite scenes coming up when Batman and Jim are talking. I love this scene coming up here. You telling me the penguin's gaslighting? I can't wait for that. I love that moment between them. It is okay. That's what I thought it was the same guy at the end of the film. All right, so this is okay. So we're checking in about an hour in. So people are saying I think the movie is very well paced, in my opinion. I also like the first half of the movie. It sets up the villain very nicely and introduced other characters very well. Yeah, I would say the first act to me very engaging. The second act, I wouldn't say takes a lull, but it does. It introduces the characters, kind of gets more into the depth of the corruption. But then the third act really kind of hits home. So it's, I would say, act 1, 3, and 2. I love this scene here. Punch me in my face. That's not easy to do, to pretend you're mad, but you're helping someone out at the same time and like having a face. Jeffrey Wright, man, he's a great actor. I love this scene so much. Kinsey, narcotics. It's a cop. Such a great scene. Pop. I love Jeffrey Wright's and Robert's chemistry in this film. Robert and Catwoman's chemistry is great. I have my issues with Robert and Andy. They do both do a good job. I just didn't. It wasn't the. This is a relationship I was hoping for. I'll just say, but everyone else I thought, and again, it's not a slight on Andy and Rob, but I feel like those other relationships were just more compelling and more engaging for me personally. Here comes the bat suit or the bat. Did they have a name for this wing suit that he has? Which you talk about because he's Batman. I mean, he took a pretty big hit, getting hit by the bridge. I don't know how he was able to get up. Like, oof, that seems extremely painful. And again, I know there's the people that have their version of Batman that's just perfect, right? He's a vet. He's not clumsy. But as a fan of like character growth, I love that Batman is still developing as a Batman and still is clumsy and having. I mean, this isn't like slapstick stuff, funny, but I love that he is not perfect. He has imperfections and he can grow into the Batman that we've all come to, love as far as that crime fighting vigilante who always is like 10 steps ahead of everyone. Looks like the same kid from the Batman Begins. The Batman gives him weapon of the rain. Yeah, wasn't that Joffrey from Game of Thrones that played that kid? Yes, you see, yeah. Poison Ivy being there was a ground that would be. Yeah, that's a good call. And who would you cast, Flo, as the There we go. There we go. There we go. Who would you cast as Poison Ivy? For me, mm, Poison Ivy. Ana de Armas. Would you all want to see Ana de Armas as Poison Ivy? I think that would be great casting. I think that would be great. Who else would be a great Poison Ivy? I know there was rumors of Anya Taylor-Joy. I think they saying like being Harley Quinn, which that'd be interesting. But I'm trying to think of some other. I don't know. Ana de Armas is on top of my list right now to play Poison Ivy. But listen, we're about to get into one of the best car chase sequences in a very long time. And I know Matt Reeves said he got inspired by the French Dispatch or the French Dispatch, the French Connection, and other influential movies with car chases. But man, this car chase here it's in a league, a very rare league of just like awesomeness. Now I do have a nitpick coming up soon in a scene coming up here in regards to how the hell did Batman get from one place to the next so quickly. So Batman gets shot at by very heavy firepower. He's knocked out, laid out. I mean, I guess there's a lot of gunfire going on. I guess he could have got up and got over to the Batmobile then. But I was just curious because he looked like he was laid out, and the where he was at, it was like a straight shot to the Batmobile. So I don't know if anyone probably would have saw him getting up, but gotta remember, he's Batman. All right, here we go. Here we go. Another example of another fantastic introduction to a character. And yes, I say character. The Batmobile is its own character in this film, and it is scary. And I wish I had my surround sound on right now, but I have it in my ears. But I remember being in the theater hearing this and feeling the engine ramping up. Like this is again, I know people have their flaws with this film, but you can't deny the attention to detail, the production value, the time and effort they put in to create an experience like this. I love the Batmobile, and I was a little skeptical when I saw the set photos of the Dom Toretto looking vehicle, but Batmobile is so badass. This scene is great. Yeah, versus Jim Carrey's portrayal. You notice how they give mad respect to Bruce Wayne over Batman. Are you referring to the public perception? Yeah, for sure. Same, same. Great point, CG. This guy's crazy. And another thing that I appreciate about this scene in particular, no CGI, all practical. Like, come on, man, that is so dope. I've seen the behind the scenes of how they shot this and prepped it, all that. It is incredible, and it shows. It shows the intensity in the scene, and it captures that perfectly. Versus if it was a CG green screen, you kind of might lose some of that um, intensity from the scene when you don't, when you it feels tangible, it feels like you're there with them. And that Batmobile is just so badass. It's a beast. I'm very curious on what they do with the sequel as far as modifications go. Believe it or not, I am hot again, especially with this light in my face. I'm gonna have to turn the air on again and won't get cool. This is such a great car chase because it puts us in all different perspectives of being behind Oz, being with in the Batmobile with Batman, him looking in the mirror. It just captures all the different excitement in this scene. It's exhilarating. We don't get enough car chases like back in the day, man. We just don't get enough, especially good ones. The last good car chase, besides this one that I can think of, let me know in the comments. Um, John Wick had was it John Wick 2 that had a good car chase or 3? They were on motorcycles. But the one I'm thinking of is from a Marvel fans. Winter Soldier had a really good car chase. They just went through a whole like cinder block. Here we go. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Freaking psycho. And there, poof, like a bat out of hell. In Oz's face, so perfect. It goes back to the scene. Do you know my reputation? Yeah. Do you? You know who Batman is now, don't you, Oz? Yeah, so yeah, he definitely would have been out for a couple days. And then again, let me pull up the screen for you guys can know where we're at in the film. We just got done with one of the best car chase sequences in cinema in the last decade. And then I love when he like creeps in. Hey, need a lift? That's a good question. It must be out of vibranium with getting hit by that bridge like that. You guys agree? Anna de Armas, Anna Taylor Joy, Anna, Anna. Yeah, I would love Anna in the role. Yeah. Ooh, Sophie Turner. Hmm. That's a good one, Jay. Okay, I can see it. What are you showing me? Come on, open your eyes. This scene was so funny to me. And we're back. I think so. I think we're back. Okay, there we are. The Riddler hacked my system, guys. Sorry about that. I think we're back. Okay, there we are. There we are. Yeah, my PC literally just like shut down. But we are here. But we are back. We are back. Open your ass. Let me know. Oh, is there echo? Oh, I think because I was playing on my phone, I was seeing if the stream dropped. Let me know if the audio and the visuals are good. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Let me know everything's Gucci. There's the penguin. There it is. The Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Like, he's wobbling like a penguin. You goddamn sons of bitches. All right, we're good. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right, guys. Now we are an hour and 30 minutes into the film. We have another hour and a half to go. To me, like I said, this is when the film it doesn't take a lull, but it hits a bit of a point where you're unraveling certain things. So it's not as we obviously just had an exhilarating scene. Um, but being a fan of murder mysteries, crime thrillers, all this stuff to me is just like I was as I'm watching now, as I saw it two previous times, I was so engaged at this point in the film. But I know some people that kind of checked out. Just like, man, this is boring. Like, man, where's I want more action. To each his own. But I was really, from my personal taste, I was really engaged in this story that was being told. This is really 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, we got it's like 240, 245, but yeah, pretty much 3 hours, more or less. This is your favorite. Oh, like this reveal is your favorite part. Interesting. Or you were maybe referring to the car chase. Get our first look at Mr. Thomas Wayne. Oh, who's winning? Who's winning the game? Who you rooting for? Celtics or Nets? Down 2-0. KD and Kyrie gonna have to step up. They want to get to Jalen and Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're balling. The boys are balling right now. Let's say, I'm happy I saw this one at home. I don't know how I ended the 3 hours. I'm not talking about. Oh, you're talking about the reveal. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, look, 3 hours is a long time. It is a long time. But when you have a film that's really engaged, like I don't feel like this film is 3 hours. Like similar to like I didn't feel like Endgame was 3 hours. Because I was just so engaged. But I mean, that is a long time. Now listen, Alfred. Him to open up that mail after he says it says fireproof, like kind of a silly move on his part. And for a second too, let me know if for you all watching live and watching the replay, I thought they killed Alfred. I'm like, oh damn. What is Dory gonna be the Alfred moving forward? But again, I mean, you see fireproof, bro. Like at that point, you need to like, yeah. And I love how when he calls for Alfred, the Batman voice drop like he's so concerned. He's so worried about Alfred. And for a minute, Matt Reeves got me, man. I thought that they killed Alfred for a split second there. My bladder was last 3. Yeah, saw Endgame twice, didn't go to the bathroom. Saw this twice, didn't go to the bathroom. But I've been there though. Even on short films, like, dang, I gotta go to the bathroom. If I'm not into the movie, I'll go to the bathroom all day. But yeah, normally if I'm really locked in, I'm like no water for all day until after I see the film. Yeah, they tricked us. This I love because of the prior tension. Now he realized Alfred is a parental unit. Yeah, I think he always kind of felt that, but sometimes for people, especially someone as strong minded or kind of I can't think of the words right now, but yeah, for someone like Bruce, it takes something like that, something traumatic for him to take action, right? And to really appreciate certain things. Now, you I guess to kind of backtrack on that, you would have thought that that would have probably already been there, considering that he lost his parents. But to revisit what that feeling's like, because he is kind of losing that human side. Like the only thing that's keeping him a human is Alfred. So for him to lose that, to me, that almost screams to his character saying like, if I lose him, I will lose myself as a human. So I think it really kind of struck home that he has to, again, going back to the sequel, he has to embrace more of that Bruce Wayne and make that balance of being a human and being a hero or a vigilante of a sort. So and that's if you all don't know, Batman is my favorite comic book character, and reasons of that, those reasons being the duality of him, the human, what it means to be human, the people he keeps close to him, the Bat family, all that dynamic and stuff like that. There's just so many layers to the character that is so interesting to explore, and there's so many iterations of the character that are very, very fascinating. I will say, I guess if there was a nitpick, I do wish that Catwoman, like I should have timed it. She's out of the film for almost, it's been like 20 minutes since we've seen her. Like I think it could have been a scene or two kind of showing what she's been up to. And then for those at home, I think it's called the volume. What they use in the Mandalorian, they use that same technology to shoot this scene, which is really cool. Knowing how far technology has come, that you can shoot. It's not a green screen; it's literally LED screens that portray this backdrop of the city, which is so cool. Same. So Bruce Wayne mom last name is what they name Arkham Asylum afterwards. No, they were already, the family was already part of the Arkham family. They already had that under their name. Ooh, big moment. Which also was part of the long Halloween. That connection, Falcone and Selena. This is when he gets sense of reality for him. I mean, human, not human. The growth, not the granite. Yeah. The whole film back then it's just slow. Cowboy Boots, his presence heard, but when Alfred is maybe in danger. Yeah. Yep. Who would you want to play Robin in the sequel? I'm trying to think of an actor that's younger that can. I know a lot of people are, I'm a big fan of Dylan O'Brien. I know a lot of people are fan casting him as Nightwing for the Batgirl film. That would be interesting. But you're saying Robin. I'm trying to go through the catalog of like young up and coming actors. I know some people with the Timothy Chalamets of the world. I'm a big Timothy Chalamet fan, but I don't think he has the build for a Robin per se. Who would I like to see play Robin? What's the guy's name from Stranger Things? Who plays Max's brother Billy? I think he would be a good Robin. It's a really good question, man. It's let me know in the chat, guys. Who would you guys like to see play Robin in the sequel? I'm trying to think of some other up and coming actors. The George McKay's too big. George McKay from 1917. But I like him as an actor. But he's I think he's bigger than Robert Pattinson, like height wise. Just trying to think of a younger. That's a good question. Let me know in the chat, guys. Give me some names that you all would like to see play Robin. Just trying to think of some up and coming actors. He does live in a cave. I want this scene again, but like Hush, Nightmare City, Big Moon in the back. Yeah, that would be dope. Let's see. That's actually one nitpick. Is a shame because it's only happened because of the pandemic. Oh, as far as like the using the volume versus being on set. They made best of what they can do with, but yeah. Where's the joke? Where's the punchline? Where's the punchline? Or Chris? Okay, yeah. Mr. Pratt. Yep, that's the perfect casting. Chris Pratt for everything, right? That's funny. Again, I know Timothy Chalamet has been a name brought up, but I don't know. I don't think he. I don't know. I'm a big Timothy Chalamet fan. I don't know. Not saying he couldn't do it. I think there's other actors that I might like to see. I think he was joking about Jared Leto, and as well as Chris Pratt. I think he was definitely joking. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was joking. Nah, that's where I draw the line. Finn Wolfhard, I like the kid, but no, I do not want him as a Robin. Not at all. Ashtray, what's the kid's name for you all that is referring to the kid that's in Euphoria? Oh, speaking of Euphoria, well, not Euphoria, but the kid's in Euphoria. He's in Umbrella Academy, and the kid that plays 13, he would be great as a Robin. I can't think of that actor's name, but I would like to see him. Hush money. Hush. Elliot Hush. That letter said 2020. So I guess we're in 2021. What was I just about to say? Oh, the kid from Umbrella Academy. I would like to see him as Robin. And then Elliot Hush. The character Hush, his name is Elliot. I would like to see Hush in the sequel because that if people who were saying they wanted more action, you would get action from a Hush character. And then this is the second time that we see Bruce Wayne coming to the Ice Lounge and just seeing the difference from the Batman approach to getting in the Ice Lounge to Bruce Wayne, knowing it's another example. Bruce Wayne can get stuff done as Bruce Wayne. And doesn't always have to be Batman. So, but him just being so vulnerable and him just learning the truth, or he thinks is the truth about his parents, is what a great moment. Yeah, I think he would be a good Nightwing too. He's a good actor. I like Dylan O'Brien. Or yeah, good point. Or a new face. Definitely. Definitely. I don't want to see any of the usual characters in the sequel. I want unexplored characters. Okay. Interesting. He's a boxer and has been more serious role. Yeah, Utopia. I saw that. A lot of people didn't watch that show. Got canceled. But yeah, he's a good actor. But I don't. I think he's. I don't think he's old enough to play a Robin. I mean, of course, Robin's younger, but I don't know. He's a good actor though. He's a good actor. I don't know if he has the resume or the range quite yet. New face. Yeah, I think we can all agree with that. Elsa. Mm, I'll be honest with you, CG. I'm not a big fan of him. Like, I think he was good in Baby Driver. I didn't really think he was that good in West Side Story. I heard he's okay in Tokyo Vice, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Jay got the book. No, just the other day. I'm not ready yet. Hit me up, Jay. Let me know what he did before he was Batman and all the little Easter eggs. Like, I know they said he was a street driver and stuff like that. Hit me up on the DM when you get a chance to finish it, just to kind of fill me in on some of the backstory. Elliot, I really love this. Why didn't we do more during the winter when I was home more? Well, we as I did a lot. I still do a lot of watch alongs for TV shows, but I don't know. The movies were I don't know. We might bring it back. We might bring it back. But no, I do love having these conversations with you all. And if I were ever to, and obviously this is another conversation for another day, but if I were to ever to bring back more live watch alongs, in the future, I would definitely love to have like more of these in the future. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. And maybe even some more obscure movies. If I were to ever do like a Patreon or something, or a members type of separate thing from the YouTube space, I would love to do like more obscure favorite films of ours that we could maybe do watch alongs with in the future. But that'll be maybe sometime down the road. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you all. I hope you all are enjoying it. And I know the numbers have kind of fluctuated between 40 people. Now we're at 23 people. But for everyone that popped in, thumbs up, left a comment, that's still watching live, it means a lot. Because again, Saturday night, the weather's nice. It's summertime or spring. You can be doing anything in the world, but you guys decided to watch this movie with me tonight, which does mean a lot to me. So from me to you, thank you guys again. If you haven't already, thumbs up. Let's continue the conversation. And if you're watching this on the replay, which by the way, let me pull up the runtime we're at. But if you're watching the replay, a thumbs up, a share, and a comment in the comment section would mean a lot to me. So thank you. Pull up the little timer here. So for those at home that are just tuning in or watching the replay, we are an hour and 47 minutes and 38 seconds into this film, and we have a little over an hour and 9 minutes to go. And so far, this is my third time watching the film. It's still holding up for me. I still have my thoughts on just wanting a little bit more from Alfred and Bruce, and coming to grips with this being a different Bruce Wayne. But it's still a fantastic movie, man. That first half transition to more of the character moments here, and then that third act, to me, I can't wait till we get to the third act, which we're getting close to that in a little bit. Is a great way to close out the film. The man just woke up from a coma and you lied to me. I, Not, hey, how you doing, Alfred? You feeling good? All right, I'm glad you're okay, man. Hey, I got a question for you. Just, you lied to me. Yes, dude, we talked about that earlier. I would definitely love to see that. Yeah, he was great in Dune. Yeah, but we know DC. They got a lot of pragmatic actors under their belt right now. I don't want to spoil. No, Jay, spoil. Let me know. Hit me up, Jay. Hit me up in the DMs when you get done with watching it or reading it. Yes, that's what I was referring to. Thank you. That's who I can see maybe being a night, not a Nightwing, but a Robin. I think he's a really good actor. I have the first one. I haven't seen the second one. I don't watch Cobra Kai, so I don't know who that. Oh, is that the Tanner? I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen anything of his. Jacob Lorhe. Yeah, he would be way too. I think he's taller than Robert Pattinson. He could be a Nightwing, maybe. But I don't know about a Robin. Hey, Nisi, how we doing? Yeah, we watching the Batman tonight. Well, that's the mystery. Was it Falcone or was it Maroni that killed his parents? Guess we'll have to find out in the sequel. Or was it a bunch of owls that had something to do with their death? Guess we'll find out. Mm, I like her, but I don't know. Good call though. Good call. To Adam, no, I think he's too young. I like that kid. I'm excited to see him do the Percy Jackson stuff. I mean, we talked about it. That the kid, the mayor's kid, um, have him be the Robin. Start building the Bat family properly, and not like the Schumacher Batman Bat family. Chilling. Let me sit back here, a little relaxed on the couch. It's a good moment right here. The fear. Mm, that's a good moment. Even with my gripes of the relationship, this was a genuine moment between the two. And then the hand reach. They did the hand reach, y'all. Get a little emotion. Go ahead, Bruce. Ah, that's great. That's great. Again, I hope in the sequel they really flesh out the relationship more, and we get into that. And then I love how he has to get right back in Batman mode, has that human moment, but now it's time to go to work. Yeah. It's such a great way to write that into the film regarding Selena's mom's death and how this obviously hits home for her friend dying in a very similar fashion, well, in the exact same fashion, being strangled, and just what that means to her. That's to me really good dynamic writing. And Zoe's playing it so well. It's all in the eyes. Look at her when she looks at him right there. Like, you know what that means to me, Batman. I shared that moment with you. You know what, and then the way Batman looks at it. Sometimes performances, there no words need to be said. It's just a look, and Batman knows what that means. Look at him. It's all in the eyes, guys. It's all in the eyes. Oof. It says 1,000 words. She doesn't have to say, like, you know what that means to me. Falcone is the rat. Man, it's such a great scene. Again, Zoe, she's come a long way because she from I'm not the biggest fan of Divergent franchise, but she was building a resume, getting all the, was she, Mad Max, Big Little Lies. I loved her in High Fidelity. I think she's a really great actress, man. I think she really brought a lot of layers to Selena. And again, I'm here for that show. If they give her a show, I would be definitely watching that. Let's see where we're at here. Notice how he's driving to see Gordon before sneaking around. Hmm. Strangulation. So personal. Yeah. That's a, yeah, like you said, very personal. Like to strangle someone and take the life out of them. See the life leave their eyes. Very personal. Who's always been recalling. Yeah, she has been. She's really grown as an actress in my eyes. I love that line. Did you see her? No, I did not. Was that is that any? Okay, she was very good in. Okay, that's the Steven Soderbergh film that was on Mac. I did not see that. I might have to check it out. Fantastic Beasts. She was. I didn't watch the sequel. She was in a sequel, right? I don't think. I only saw one Fantastic Beasts. I don't think she was in the first one. So cool. So cool. Could just take the elevator, Batman. I like this score too. It's kind of Selena's. Well, I would say This is Catwoman's theme. The other one is Selena's theme, but this is Catwoman's theme here, which I love. Man, she has like her face is flawless. Like she is that is the product of two beautiful people having kids. And going back to I said earlier, his third time coming to the Ice Lounge. Remember the first time, brutal. I mean, not brutal. It was brute force coming in there, guns and blazing, if you want to call it that. Swinging. But now, strategic, tactical Batman. He sneaks in. Right, much different approach than his first time going there. So even in this film, you're seeing the growth of Batman. And just imagine when we get to the sequel, he's going to be, climbing on walls and really being the stealthy Batman. Mhm. Right? It was so good. And they canceled it, Hulu. Damn you, Hulu. That was such a good show. Right, Jay? Yes, High Fidelity was such a good show. I really enjoyed that show. And I love the gender swap and the main character compared to the John Cusack, which is also a really good film too. But I really enjoyed the show. Boom. Blew up your spot, boy. Hey, Dad. Hmm. Don't you love in movies when they have the speech? She should have just shot him. But you got to build the tension. Get it. Get it, Selena. This is a great scene. Again, going back to my comment of the growth of the character. Batman at the beginning of the film saw the nine goons in the streets, went head up with them, but now Batman using his environment, using the tactics of turning the lights off, being the shadows, being more strategic, being more tactical in his approach. So um, you see that growth from the beginning all the way up into these points of the film. So, like I said, just imagine when we get to that sequel, man, he's going to be a stone cold, um, Bond, secret agent, stealthy individual. So I'm really excited to see that progression. You okay, Thor? You ain't watching the movie, bro. You're missing out on all the good stuff. Her mom was, yeah, she was. I can't think of her mom's name right now. Lisa Bonet. Yep. Remind me. Yeah, in BVS. Yeah, good call, CG, when he was on the corner of the like a bat. And I love that callback to the scratch because you know that scratch was probably from her mom, from however many years ago that was. Learn how not to get an ass handed to him. Exactly. This scene was amazing. Oh yeah, it was a dope scene. Again, being smart, right? Yeah, he will. He will be CG. He will be. He really right? It's like, damn, bro. Someone need to choke your ass. See how you like it. Let me pull up the timer for everyone at home, everyone watching the replay. We are now into the third act of the film, where another Batman thing to do is he saves people, right? But in the sense of saving Selena, he didn't want her to cross that line. She would have killed him. She's crossing that line, and it's really hard to come back from that, right? So he literally just saved her from crossing the line and not taking that next step. So it's personal. Story has personal stakes. Hmm. Hey, that's why we do it. That's why we do it. See what we can find. Again, the film's not perfect, but it is the efforts deserve a round of applause by Matt Reeves, and the performances really just makes you appreciate the art form and what they brought here. All right, so here's a moment. So is he dead? Again, when I saw it, I think he got shot in the arm. It wasn't a headshot because I really want Falcone in the sequels. The Court of Law, Court of Owls. I don't know. I might be stretching there. Um, I really hope they didn't kill Falcone. I'll spray paint your ass. Is that a thing people say? I mean, I get what he's saying, but I don't know. I would have maybe phrased that differently. Okay. Okay, he shot in the okay, yeah, he shot right here. I mean, I know that losing blood, but he's not dead. I think he's in shock because he's losing blood. But I really hope I don't know. I might be just hoping, especially with the light flickering, bring him in the light and all that dramatic music. Listen, I need a new computer. This bad boy is can't take the heat. I would imagine it's gonna probably shut down a third time, so you have been warned. um but yeah, we are back. Let me know audio's good, visual's good. My computer is just overheating right now and it just shuts down because it's just not powerful enough. Which I mentioned earlier. So another con or criticism I had about the film, we mentioned how there was like a 20 minute of No Selena Kyle, Catwoman, we haven't got the Riddler probably about 40 minutes. The last time we saw him was on the video, right? At the funeral. So it's been quite a long time. So that is a bit of a gap, unfortunately, that I think could have maybe, again, all his plots are coming about, but I think there could have been a couple more ways to implement Riddler and Catwoman and not being absent for 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Because it's not like you forget about him, but it's just like, oh yeah, the Riddler. But yeah, I think they could have found a way to kind of still have him incorporated and not be absent for so long in the film. Ooh, that sounds good. Pumpkin pie. That sounds real good right now. Might have to get some pumpkin pie tonight, guys. That sounds good to me. All right, so we good. All right, sorry about that again, guys. Computer's just old. Need right, Jay? I need that Batman computer that's fully powered and can handle the heat of. I don't know why this computer's shutting down so much. Just an old PC. What time did y'all leave off on? So I can answer that for you. And welcome to the stream, by the way. We are in the third act, and we are approximately 2 hours and 10 minutes into that third act. And this is where the Riddler reveals himself in the film. They apprehended the psychopath, and they're now entering into his home. Bella has won the award, she's the governor now of Gotham, the mayor, I'm sorry. So we are now in the third act of the film. And the real big plan is going to be revealed soon. So, yeah. The Riddler's presence was filled to the film, but not the actor. Yeah, that's what I meant. His plans are still in fruition, but the actual physical actor in the Riddler was absent for about 40 minutes. Apple TV, but PC. I'm using a Surface, and that for my full-time job, it's handy when I'm on the go for what I use it for. But yeah, let's speak that into fruition. An Apple computer one day would be cool to add to the arsenal. Yeah, I agree. I would have loved to see the Riddler dealing with the goons he inspired to kill. Yeah, because that. Let me know, CC. Have we got to the scene that you mentioned that really bothered you or took you out of the film? If it's the scene that I'm thinking of, which is, "Hi guys, thank you for tuning into the live." that to me was something that I would have maybe handled differently. Or even, yeah, putting the bomb. I mean, I don't know if I needed that scene, but yeah, just to see some of the more underworkings of everything. Oh, gotcha. I agree. Oh, I appreciate. Nah, you don't. Yeah, you don't gotta go through all that, but I appreciate the offer. But that is something on the list, though, is to get a Mac one of these days. I should have got a Mac when I used to work at Best Buy. Back in the day. Only thing I don't like about just turn to an Apple conversation. Only thing I like about Macs is like, and this doesn't to this part you can't change the hardware, but like the Macs are just so like pre built in regards you can't like change out the hard drives and add more RAM to it and stuff like that. But yeah. You good, buddy? He's got like 500 followers. Real big influencer. Chill, buddy. Sit down. He's always trying to get in front of the camera. Such a poser. I wonder if the heat from this light is like affecting. Guys, see those thunder thighs? Let me pull it away from the light, maybe. That take out? Yeah, it takes out a lot of light. You're a good cop. Yeah, he is. There we go. This is a really fantastic scene here. Oh wow, the Celtics are winning. This is a great scene. Now, I personally still have the Joker, Batman, and the Dark Knight above this as far as interrogation scenes go, but this is pretty legit. I'm just reading the comments on my phone because my computer is like, I can't even see the comment section on the computer now. Someone mentioned the Riddler's plan was a little bit wasn't cohesive. Bruce. Okay, so I guess let's talk about this. I guess there was some confusion on if the Riddler knew of Bruce's identity. Now, I personally don't think so, and I think they even illustrated in this scene here when he's going to reveal that he doesn't know it's Bruce. But I think some people still think that he knows the identity of Bruce Wayne. But I think he was just saying Bruce because obviously he hated what how Bruce was treated, and he had to live in the the orphanage and all that stuff. He wasn't an orphan. But I don't think he knows the identity of Batman. Okay, so CG, you think he does know the identity? I love how you. Oh, I love how you think he knows Batman, but he doesn't at all. Yeah. Yep. Yep. But Batman was scared as hell. He's like, "Oh shit, damn it, I gotta retire." You know what? Maybe the computer will stop shutting down if I turn the air on. Let me turn the air on right quick, guys. I'll be back in a jiffy. Hold on 1 second. Y'all see those? Y'all see those eyes? I'm telling you, it's all in the eyes. When he looked and he knew that it wasn't him, he's like, "Ooh, ooh." Three orphans with tragic backgrounds and experiences. Yeah, I 100% agree. I 100% agree with you. Psychopath. Oh, it's not supposed to go. Is Paul Dano's scream supposed to be funny? No, I don't think it was. But it kind of comes off a little bit funny, but I think it's great actually because he's just unhinged. Oh, it wasn't supposed to. Like I actually really enjoy it. Remember when Batman says, "You are a psychopath. You're this. You are that." It's the same Joker told Batman. Mm-hmm. You talking about in the deleted scene? Paul Dano's such a great actor. What was obviously he's great in The Prisoners, but there's another film called Taking Lives where he has a smaller role in it, but he still has a big presence. And of course, There Will Be Blood and um, Little Miss Sunshine. He's just a fantastic actor, and I love that they didn't kill him off. I love that they didn't kill his character off because obviously, yo, and I think he's writing a comic. I don't know if you all noticed, but Paul Dano, the actor, is writing a comic for DC to explore more of his origins. And I would imagine he's going to be involved in the Arkham series. So I love that they did not kill off his character to explore more of that character. And obviously, Batman is famous for his incredible rogues gallery. So appreciate Matt Reeves not killing that character off. All right. Yeah, the latest scene. Yeah, Paul Dano. Yeah, he's great. No clue. Yeah, we can all agree on that. Taking Lives. Yeah, Taking Lives is a good movie. Is bad. Yeah, it is. Ethan Hawke and Angelina Jolie. It's a really good murder mystery, and the twist in that film is pretty crazy. Um, yeah, Taking Lives is a good one. I would definitely recommend that. I would. Speaking of Ethan Hawke, I would love to see Ethan Hawke make his way into this franchise somehow, some way. I mentioned Dr. Hugo Strange. He would be a good doctor, especially if you all are watching Moon Knight. He can kind of that hit those levels of being a villain. And I think he's going to be that horror film, The Black Phone, too. Ethan Hawke is a great actor, but I would love to see. And I read somewhere too just kind of speaking of Bruce Wayne, how he was raised, like he didn't know what that tool was used for, because obviously he grew up in being rich, so he wouldn't know, a handy device or a tool like that would be used for carpeting. This cop is sus. He is there. All the big relevant. Martinez is a good cop. I think Martinez is a good guy. Actually, and it's so funny. You guys might agree with me, but he's giving me. He looks like a poor man's Oscar Isaac to me for some reason. Like some of the side profile shots. Here we go. Hey guys, thanks for all the. I'm not gonna lie. This scene here is kind of comical. What he's saying is obviously showing the depths of the character and the acceptance that he got from this community that he's gained of terrorists. But it's just like the obviously being in social media, and hey guys, comment, like, share. It's just, I don't know, the approach was just a little funny to me. And I'm just reading the comments on the side there. I mean, and again, for all seriousness, I mean, this stuff unfortunately happens in regards to people partnering up and doing despicable things, terrorist actions. But again, it was just and I don't know if Cece, if she's still here, but I don't know if this is the scene she was referring to earlier that kind of took her out. And it didn't take me out of the film. It was just kind of comical. And it's crazy when I saw this scene here with the explosion. I thought at first it was like, when movies like show you, they flash forward like the scenario, like what it would look like if it played out that way. I'm like, oh, so Batman has to stop him before this happens. Like, no, this happened. This is happening right now. Gotham is about to go under. So I thought that was very interesting that they didn't tease us with the idea of the flooding happening, like it actually happened. Which, I mean, not to be cynical and dark, but unfortunately, Batman does an awesome thing in this film when he saves all the people, but there were a lot of deaths. Let's not forget that there are a lot of people that died with this action here, which I think will play into the sequel. Like, he wasn't able to save everyone. At least I hope they show that in the sequel. I'm just reading because my screen is glitching. The theater was rolling with the scene because he sounds like everyone in reality. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's a great actor for sure. I was getting Storm of the Capitol vibes in the stadium. Good call. Good connection there for sure. Need to see more Paul Dano stuff. Yeah, do yourself a favor. He's a great actor. A lot of great stuff he's been a part of. Okay, here, CC. Let me see. Is this yep, still here. Was this the scene you were talking about, CC? Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't know his identity. It was just how no single person started moving until after got you. As far as taking you out. Identity. Well, look how we all acted with. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, with stuff, catastrophic like this happens, people, they panic. They kind of lose their sense of they put themselves first, right? And it's kind of they don't know where they are, don't know, so yeah. In a heap of panic. You know who would have been great to help Batman during this time is Aquaman, right? No, I'm joking. Keep the DC, EU, and the Justice League away from this, which I guess is a question I have for you all that's watching live. As far as, if you're a fan of DC, do you want Robert Pattinson's Batman to be at all interacting with Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash, Cyborg, Green Lantern, Martian the Manhunter, Aquaman, do you want to see him ever get tied to that? Or would you prefer this be its own standalone series, no DC ties? Let me know in the comments. Me personally, I'm good with the Solo. You can give me a Batman in the DC universe and a separate Batman, but let me know how you all feel about that. There's no right or wrong answers too, by the way. But like I said, in all fairness, Aquaman would have been a huge help to prevent the water. And here, let me pull up the timer again. Just a friendly reminder, if you guys haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you can give the video a thumbs up. It really helps out the algorithm, helps out the video, obviously, but and then also I would appreciate it. It means a lot seeing those thumbs up. But yeah, if you guys can give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, I'd be greatly appreciated. Continue the conversation. We still got another 20 minutes or so left in the film, and we'll have a discussion afterwards. But yeah, like, share, comment, and or I'm sorry. Hi guys. I really appreciate you coming tonight. Gonna do my Riddler impression there. But yeah, if you can like, share, comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. As well as those watching. A shout out to the replay gang. If you can do the same, that'd be greatly appreciated. And then again, this is another example. Remember when we first saw him and the lack of technical skills of fighting those 9 men at the train station, and now how he's using his gadgets and weapons and his environment. We're seeing the growth in Batman. We see that it has to be more than vengeance. It has to be more than punch, punch, kick, kick. It has to be more strategic. And we're seeing that over the course of this film. And a lot of you all, yeah, you agree that it should be a standalone. Yeah, I agree with you all. Where did everyone buy the glass? That's a good question. Um, I don't know. America's Best. They got a deal at America's Best. Solo. Apparently, my aunt fell asleep at the theater because it was too dark. Yeah, you see it. Watch it. That's funny. Damn, took that shot to the chest, bro. But I like the aspect of Batman, so keeping them separate. Yeah, standalone entrance though. Yo, you got me laughing. Love the vengeance line. Yeah, Reeves did his thing in this movie. Yep. Theater sleep is the best sleep. I ain't never fell asleep in a theater. I don't even know how someone can do that. Besides obviously being tired, but I don't know. I can't fall asleep in with a bunch of I can't fall asleep with the TV on because I don't know. I'm just like drawn to noises. Maybe when I was a kid, I fell asleep in theater, but never as an adult have I ever fell asleep in a theater. Shoot him in the mouth. Hey man, they're the stormtroopers. They don't have good aim. They don't have good aim. It is funny, yeah. But I mean, it's that jawline though, Rush. He has that perfect jawline. If he gets shot in the mouth, I mean, it's just gonna graze right off his face, man. The jawline's impeccable. It's indestructible. Getting comfy, Thori. What we gonna eat tonight, bro? It ain't over yet, kids. Get that shot of adrenaline, like my girl Thurman, who actually played Poison Ivy in Schumacher's butt. Remind me of her taking that shot of adrenaline in Pulp Fiction. There he is, go that berserker Batman. Bah, bah. And again, we talked about it earlier. That's the same guy that was at the funeral. And Jim was about to catch them hands again if he didn't if he didn't snap out of it. Y'all see Thor in the background. Ooh. Kind of blurred out. And then someone mentioned in the chatter, I think it was Rush, who said he loves the line of coming up here with the vengeance. For all my dog owners out there, does your dog lick your head? He's been doing this since he was a baby. If you can't see, he's licking my head right now. It's like a personal masseuse. You could probably hear his lips slapping in the mic if you can't hear. You hear that? And he like, I don't, you can't see him, but his hand is on my head and just giving his dad a head massage. Now this part here is just so poetic to me. With that's about to come up here, of him saving the people of Gotham one by one, taking them out of the darkness into the light, them actually embracing Batman and not being fearful of him. All right, dude. I appreciate the love. Much love. And I remember when people were speculating the those being the two like handles of the gun that killed his parents theory of the what was he had in his chest. But I love that it's tactical, right? He can use it during moments like this. This scene here, the two times I've seen it, and I'm pretty sure the third time I see it, it just hits like just from an emotional standpoint. This is such a powerful scene, in my opinion. Because he's taking, I mean, remember at the beginning of the monologue, I am the shadows, I am in the dark. And now he's bringing all these people into the light, saving these people who, again, gentlemen at the train station, please don't hurt me. To now they're embracing Batman as a symbol of hope. Which is, to be fair, is a different, approach. Because again, in a lot of the interpretations and more popular versions of Batman, he's not really a symbol of hope, right? Fear is a tool that he uses, but in this film, the balance, right? Using the tool for his enemies, but having that hope for the people of Gotham. This is such a, and I remember seeing this on the screen. Like I think almost, no lie, I almost teared up with this scene here. Especially the first person that he saves is the little boy who lost his dad, the governor's kid, or the not the governor, the mayor, yeah, I love this. This scene is just so powerful on so many levels for this film. and just again, just the growth in the character and the development of Batman. I mean, I've seen all Batman films, live action, a lot of animated Batman. This is one of the most powerful moments of any Batman film, show, video game, comic. It's very iconic for me. It's a very, very powerful scene. And we got that no man's land with the city being underwater, which is very similar to the comics in regards to an earthquake, but this time in the form of a of a flood, which is even has even more deeper meanings to almost biblical in the sense of rebirth of a baptism of the sorts. Yeah, the penguin's gonna take his rise. People are gonna be the grab for everything. Yep. This world building that they've set up from the show of Gotham or the Penguin show, Arkham show. I'm really excited to see the world building they're going to establish in this particular universe. Yep. Such a great lines here. Matched with the beautiful visuals of Batman saving people. Look at her. It's okay. Such a great. It's very rare for a film to have the great visuals and dialogue at the same time, and this is like perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, my biggest issue that I have with the film, if they would have ended the movie right now, perfect ending. Perfect ending if they would have ended the movie right now. But then we get this scene, which I think is completely unnecessary. I get it. I get what the scene is doing, but did not need this at all. So unnecessary. And I think they had two different cuts too, where they didn't have the Joker in it, and then obviously they chose to keep this in. Now, I do prefer this one being how it plays into the film versus the deleted scene, but I could have went without the Joker entirely. Or at least have this be a post-credit scene and not take away everything that we just got from that powerful moment. This would have been a perfect like end credit. Seeing the Joker and Riddler teaming up. I definitely expect the Riddler to be involved in the Arkham series as well as the Joker. Friends. And I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Sharonda from Pay 08, who, funny enough, she was actually in. We were in the same theater when we saw this. I was with her for a split second when she thought that at first this was the toothpaste. I'm like, for a second I thought it was too, but it obviously the dialogue when he says clown and all the different stuff, then it's the real or the Joker. But yeah, And don't get me wrong, I like this scene too. But again, if they would have ended the film with him saving the people and the Kurt Cobain song playing, that would have been great. And then, not to be too much like Marvel, but you could have had these two little end credit scenes here. The Joker scene, and then have them, obviously her going off into the sunrise, sunset. Right, Thor? That would have been a great ending. Right? All right, what we got in the chat here? Yeah, that's like his little sweater that keeps him calm, and chilling. Dogs and their owners, yeah. And if you would have known me years ago, I was not a dog person at all. But this guy stole my heart. He's awesome. Let's see here. Rebirth and Batman from Vengeance the Protector. Well said. 100%. This is a great point. The movie where he shows the human side. Yep. Where the first taser people said took the guns and killed his parents, like the comics. But yeah. You talking about the it was in his chest. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was. I would have been on vacation. Well, first of all, I wouldn't be living in Gotham at all. Like, goddamn. No Man Land. Yep, definitely. How he brings the kids to the stretcher and holds and nod. Yep, it's beautiful. It's just poetry. One hell of a week. No, it didn't just say can't connect to HBO Max. What the freak? My HBO Max just stopped. That's why kids, physical media is a must. I didn't go back to it. Probably like a couple seconds behind. Yeah, how many seconds? I'm a minute behind. All right, let's see. You see, it doesn't even feel like it doesn't. It doesn't. It does. Cinematography is great. I agree. What's going on, baby? How we doing? Let's see. I love how he talks to Joker. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm excited to see what they do with the Joker. Dragged on a bit. Yeah, that's what I feel. 100% agree. In a safe place. Yeah, Joker is money. The Joker is the money, right? I agree, though. Yeah, he is synonymous with Batman. Great film. My favorite Batman to date. Honestly, this is an amazing addition to the franchise. I agree. I'm good with Solo. Yep. Showing some support for the channel. Well, listen, you just coming tonight shows enough support from being. Toshiro showing the love tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with the super chat, and everyone that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you. And that is it. That is it. The end of Matt Reeves Batman. But shout out to Russo, baby Russo, with the $5 super chat, showing some love. I thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. They're riding away, staying alone. Thought about the other day, but the film is orange and yellow, reflecting bats. Unclear. Remember the red reflects. Oh, really good intellectual connection there. I like that. Brilliant film. So much better watching with you. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. I love it. You see when you first started, it comes wrong. That's why DVDs, yeah, for sure. We got another super chat here. Vera Morris, so some love with the $20 super chat. Have fun. Well, I have fun. And first off, again, super chat, $20, $5 from or $10 earlier. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You were here from pretty much the beginning as well. So thank you for allowing us to be a fun night. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's see. Great watch along. I'm glad you all have fun. This is awesome. Because again, let me know in the chat. You know, I did these. If you've been a part of this community for a while, I was doing these every single week back in 2020. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like every weekend we had a watch along, and they were a lot of fun. But obviously, once things got a little bit better, going back to work, time scheduling stuff kind of got in the way. So we might have to bring these watch alongs back. It got to be the right film though, right? We got to find those good films to kind of watch together as a community. But I'm glad you all have fun. I had a great time. I really did. I really appreciate it. We got another super chat, Super Rush, who's been here since the beginning too, showing some love. No comment, just showing the love. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to me. Again, it's a Saturday night, and I don't know where you all live, but out here in Missouri, it's spring, man. It was like 75 today, beautiful out, and the fact that you all spent some time with me tonight to watch this film, it means a lot. It really does. So I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I really do, and thank you for the super chat again, Rush, and means a lot. Means a lot. We got a lot. Okay, this was awesome, fun watch, good time as always. No doubt. Again, that makes me happy that you guys have fun tonight. Thank you. This is amazing watch. Taking 3 hours. I appreciate every single one of y'all staying with me for these 3 hours. Great watch along. Had a great revision. Would absolutely love some more, and maybe once more. Hey, maybe again, I'm thinking about ways of just kind of expanding the channel more via more watch alongs, community based interactions. We do lives with our Marvel shows, we go live with watch alongs for TV shows and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love to do more watch alongs in the future. And let me know in the chat now. I've always been kind of tossing over the idea of doing like a Patreon or of whatnot, or even like a members through the YouTube space, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something you guys would be into. So let me know for all 23 that's watching now, that's part of the community. Would a Patreon be something you guys would ever be interested in, and supporting the channel in that way, but obviously getting more exclusivity with more watch along stuff like that? Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in too. But either way, more watch alongs to come for sure. I'm glad you all have fun. Thanks, dude. This was great with you and everyone here. My wife and I really enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Rush. I'm glad you and your wife enjoyed it. I had a blast. And again, thank you again for that super chat. Great watch along. Thank you, Dennis. Now I'm gonna go read. Nice. Have a good one. Have a good night, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Appreciate you, CC. Again, really enjoyed the stream, and everyone had a great rest of the evening. You too. You too. Thank you, CG. Yes, support what they're doing. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Sent a PayPal. Oh, let's see. Let me log in right quick. I'm so glad you all had a great time tonight, because I really did. This is so fun. Like I said, the whole purpose of a watch along to me, as silly as it may sound, it's just like the idea of like us watching it together, right? Like being in the theater, or in this case in our own homes, but just watching as a community and just having a good time. That's really the purpose of this, and I really thank you all for indulging me in this fun activity of a watch along tonight. Let's see, Mary Latrice. Let's see. Let me log in. I got 1,001 passwords here. Let's see. Marla Tree sending a super chat, or the PayPal. Thank you so much for the love there. I think, wait, Is today the 20? Yep, today is the 23rd. Yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the PayPal. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And also, like I said, everyone else that threw in a super chat tonight. But Latrice, I just got it. Thank you. Mary Latrice, I really appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the love and support. And like I said, everyone that tuned in tonight, it means a lot to me. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, everyone calling in tonight. Once I can afford a Patreon. Oh, okay. Thank you. Watch alongs like this. Yeah, I'm gonna do more, and I've done more in the past. Like I said, you can see my playlist that I have created. We watched a lot of movies together. Yes, my dog do that too. Hear that dog? Hear that dog? Hear that Thor? You're not the only dog that does that. I thought it was just him that did that. And everyone dislikes the film. I'm going to watch the Creep series. Don't well, have a good night again. Thank you for the PayPal and thank you for tuning in for the duration of this 3 hours. This is the only time. This is the only one really kept my interest that long, but I want to kind of want a more interesting dialogue to see more of the baddies. I love the flying scenes. Nice. Nets lost. What? By 6. Oh man, it's over. It's over for my sports fans. If you down 3-0 to the Boston Celtics with that defense. I'm just looking at what was the final score? Damn, 109 to 103. Oh, and Utah won with Luka's return. We talking playoffs. Speaking of basketball, Winning Time. If you all aren't watching that, you're missing out on a great show. Review it every Sunday. Got episode 8 tomorrow. Love Winning Time. Tokyo. Nice. What we booing for? The Nets losing or the Boston winning? Great chemistry. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, we 3 hours, 10 minutes. So I'll be on for another 5 minutes, Thor, right? Because we gotta go outside, get some walks in, and get something to eat. But if you guys have any other final comments, questions, thoughts on the film, anything like that, let me know. We'll be on for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll call it a night. We will call it a night, Thor. But again, for everyone that tuned in, and there was some CG. Mara, Khan, Sugar, Jay Manley. There was some Rush. There's people in here that was in here all night. I'm talking from the beginning, all 3 hours. So I appreciate y'all and everyone that popped in and said hello. I appreciate you all. Morris was in here all the time too. So I really appreciate that. But again, any final thoughts on the film? Thoughts on the sequel, who you would like to see, villain-wise, storyline-wise, Bat family-wise. Let me know in the comments, or if you have any just general questions about what's coming on the channel, which I guess while you guys get that all in the chat as far as what to look for on the channel. Tomorrow, I'll be dropping a couple videos. I guess the backlog this past week was pretty busy. Reviews, interview. Had my first kind of official interview on the channel this week with Mike Snow, who's a stunt performer who's worked on some incredible projects, more recently The Northman. So I interviewed him and we talked about that on the channel, so you can check that out. Really good interview. Had a good time chatting with him and getting to know him. Sci-fi mystery fans out there, we did our reviews for episodes 3 or 4 of Outer Range, which is on Amazon, which is a really good show. Of course, Atlanta has been fantastic these last 7 weeks or so. So definitely check out Atlanta reviews that dropped this week. And what else did we do this week? Some other stuff too. But as far as what's to come, I am currently watching the last part of Ozark, which is dropping next weekend. So expect a review for Ozark season 4, part 2. I'm about 3 episodes into that. What else do we got? Winning Time tomorrow. We got Barry. I don't know if there's any Barry fans out there, but I'll be reviewing Barry season 3, episode 1. Monday, there's a new show with John Berthal and Wumi Mushaku, and from the writers and producers and creators of The Wire. It's a new cop drama on the streets of Baltimore by the name of We Own This City, which will be premiered on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. Of course, the newest episode of Atlanta. and a couple other things dropping this week. There's the new Andrew Garfield show Under the Banner that I'm gonna probably try to check out. And yeah, man. So a lot of stuff coming this week. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe, hit that bell, because we always try to, get as much content for you all out there to engage with and talk about these shows and movies that we love. So definitely keep an eye out for all that stuff coming this week. My screen is literally blurred out, so let me pull up my phone and read these comments that you all have left here. Oh man, I'm stuffy. All right, let me see, and then we'll call it a night here. I'm just gonna read these final little comments. Silver Scale, I would love to see Two-Face. That would be interesting. Harvey Dent, especially now that the DA's gone. They need a DA, and we know Harvey Dent is a DA. So yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Let's see. I'm just scrolling up here. Means everything, Elliot, for what you did tonight. This was a great watch, and was happy I could share this movie with a person that I share the same views and feelings toward movies and shows and the Batman. That's awesome, CG. Thank you, man. You're such a great individual, and I appreciate all the support. Both. I'm a New York and hate Boston. I watched the Magic Johnson documentary on Apple. It's hard to believe anything he says after watching Winning Time. Well, fun fact, a lot of the Winning Time stuff is a lot of liberties, creative liberties have been taken in that show. So a lot of stuff that we see in that show is not accurate to what happened. A lot of stuff is meant for entertainment purposes. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Magic. He's one of my favorite players of all time. But he's had some good days and bad days, and some controversy that comes with him. But on the court is undoubtedly the greatest point guard of all time, in my opinion. Let's see here. What's the next one? Well, I don't know. We got to see. I don't know what's the next big movie. Man, I don't know. Probably what, Doctor Strange? Maybe. I think they said. I think I read somewhere that Doctor Strange is going to be on Disney, like at the end of the summer. So maybe, I mean, we could do something before that, obviously, but yeah, that's something that I could definitely see doing a watch along for. You all enjoyed the interview. Awesome. We'll be doing some. Yeah, we got to. This is a lot of fun. Looking forward to checking out The Northman. Definitely recommend that. Thank you, everyone in the chat. It means everything. This video, I'm late. I'm sorry. Oh, no worries, Kat. I appreciate you. You can watch the replay. I'd see Two-Face, Scarecrow, maybe, or some villains that haven't gotten their shine, like Mr. Freeze, like I mentioned, Hugo Strange. Solomon Grundy would be a little bit too obscure. The Mad Hatter was, I know, in the runnings for a little bit. He has so many great villains, so many fantastic ones. But yeah, those are some that I would like to see, especially Hugo Strange. Thanks for doing this. Great chemistry. Yep. Yeah, the whole Two-Face angle would make sense because the DA's dead. So yeah. Let's see. Did you go through the extra? I haven't. I'm gonna check out the extras after this. Where'd you get the shirt? They were selling this when they did this is like 2-3 years ago when they showed the trailer on DC Fandom. I bought it through whatever that link was. Scarecrow would be good. Happy Coachella weekend too. Nice. Visuals are the best part, in my opinion. And Paul Dano. Nice. Awesome, guys. Well, look, hour and 16 minutes. This has been fun. This has been incredible. This has been awesome. This has been very, a lot of great conversations we had about the film, and I can't thank you all enough that stuck through from the beginning all the way to the end, that popped in and showed some love, that gave the super chat. It means a lot, guys. Again, I love this channel. I love this community. I love what we're doing here. I love that we're continuing to grow the community. It means the world to me. So from me to you to Thor too, we want to thank you, and we will catch you guys in the next one, hopefully sooner rather than later as far as watch longs go. But again, I appreciate you. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care, everybody.